Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us right now at 7. I'm Tracey McCain.
I'm Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax. We appreciate that. Look at what a beautiful start it is behind us here. Let's say hello to meteorologist Scot Haney. Get the details on this forecast featuring a lot of sunshine.
Lots of sunshine. Sun glare is going to represent a little bit of a problem on the roads this morning because it is so bright and abundant. But other than that, we are good to go. 73 today for Northwest Connecticut, 83 for the shoreline. It is a dry start with sunny skies expected. Here are your headlines. Bright and warm again. Yesterday, 83 degrees at Bradley. Today, we're likely to get to 81, but 83 along the shoreline. Then the weekend, sunny. It's going to feel like fall with temperatures dropping, believe it or not, into the low 70s. Some towns might not get out of the upper 60s in northwest and northeast Connecticut. And then the next week ahead, warmer. It is going to get warm again. Don't take the AC units out of the windows. Don't put it on the honey-do list. One chance for showers. That comes Tuesday late in the day through early Wednesday morning, and it doesn't look substantial. As we move ahead, we're taking a look at this evening. If you're going to be dining out, you've picked a perfect night. 6 p.m. The sun is still out, but grab a jacket or a sweatshirt. 8 p.m. Those temperatures still in the 60s, but they're going to start dropping quickly. And by very early tomorrow morning, we're only in the 40s. That's going to be cool, and even cooler yet Saturday night into Sunday. Just a gorgeous eye-cam shot in New London this morning, as it is in Middletown. Lots of golden sunshine out there right now. Danbury, Mary Beth at 59, Laura in East Hampton at 60, Jeff in Staffordville, one of the cooler numbers, 52. Niantic at 61. Thank you, Jessica. Madison, Eliza at 57, and South Meriden, Loretta at 58. Your forecast for today calls for bright golden sunshine, temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s. Sun is up at 6:35, sets at 6:53. Your 7-day forecast is next. Kate, good morning.
All right, good morning, Scott. Good morning, everyone. 7:02, approaching 7:03 here on your Friday, heading out the door. Scott was just talking about all the abundant sunshine. Grab the sunglasses because that sun glare could pose a little bit of an issue. Besides that, though, we're off to a really good start here. Live look outside in Hartford, 91 north and southbound. That southbound lane of traffic merging onto 84 here in Middletown along Route 9. Camera is freezing up a little bit, but still moving. That traffic, I should say, moving there. As we are in Waterbury, 84 east and westbound, you can see traffic volume increasing here by the Mixmaster. And then in Meriden along 691 east and westbound, that's a spot that we tend to see a lot of daytime construction work. So just make sure that as that daytime construction starts to pick up, between about 8:30 and 9 o'clock is when we see a lot of those active projects start here for the daytime hours. Reduce those speeds, move over, keep your eyes peeled for traffic pattern changes because they are definitely out there. Again, no crashes to tell you about. Normal delays here into Hartford and normal, actually not even doing too bad. Those delays through Fairfield County 95 southbound, just about an hour and a half ride. That's not bad at all for a Friday. Let's quick check at your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
All right, let's get to some news developing right now in New Haven. Crews were out searching the Quinnipiac River after reports that a person fell in. Last night, they had boats out in the water and drones in the air scouring the area around Middletown Avenue. Fire officials tell us they conducted a thorough search but found nothing.
We're on top of breaking news from overnight in Torrington, where investigators are trying to figure out what caused a fire on Midgeon Avenue. Pinpoint News Tracker takes you to the scene. It's just down the road here from the school district offices. Firefighters responded at about 11:30 last night. We're told it was under control before 1 this morning. No word if anyone was hurt.
Well, if you have any plans to head to West Hartford this weekend, you may want to bring a little patience with you.
Yeah, that's because parking is going to be a little bit harder to come by. There's a big ongoing construction project there, and it's been causing problems for some businesses. Your reporter Roger Susannon is live along LaSalle Road right now with more on what's happening there. Roger.
Yeah, ladies, a lot of people, myself included, you could say, are invested in this story. I got jokes this morning, but this really is a real pain in the you-know-what for folks who drive and dine and shop in West Hartford. It's essentially a construction zone here on LaSalle Road, and this is the first weekend where that will be having an impact, as LaSalle Road is really one lane in one direction. Now, town leaders say this overall project will be gorgeous when it's completed, but the truth is that traffic and parking could be a real headache for a while. Right now, the center of the action is LaSalle Road. Crews ripped up the east side of the street so they can repave the road over the next 2 weeks. Then workers will shift to the other side of the street to do the same thing. Employees tell us the project, which kicked off Monday, has already led to fewer customers, likely because of increased traffic and perhaps more problematic, decreased parking. But shoppers we spoke with say they'll just try to be patient and hope the progress is worth the pain.
I think it's a very vibrant town. I'm excited when I come here. You know, there's a lot of great restaurants, there's a lot of stuff to choose from, so I think it's money well spent.
I like that guy. He's got the right optimistic attitude, right? And speaking of seeing a silver lining in this situation, all on-street parking on LaSalle Road during this project will be free. Of course, the truth, though, is there will be a lot less of it to find. So if you get here early, though, it will be free. That's the good news. Reporting live in West Hartford, I'm your reporter, Roger Suzanne, in Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Raj, thanks. This morning, a big update on what caused a large police response on Matthew Lane in Windsor. Remember, it delayed school dismissal for hours on Wednesday. Police tell us someone was suffering from a mental health crisis. Officers heard a gunshot inside the home. That person was taken into custody after about 4 hours.
Well, this morning, a suspected drug dealer has now been accused of leaving a woman's body in a wooded area in Thompson. Police say the woman died while packaging fentanyl in a hotel room. The suspect found her and left her body in the woods near Lowell Davis Road. The woman was previously reported missing out of Plainfield.
This morning, a popular West Hartford restaurant facing more questions after the owner was arrested for allegedly writing bad checks. The owner of a Place to Be was taken into custody after the manager of an East Hartford business filed a fraud complaint. The restaurant was closed last month after their sales tax permit was suspended.
Happening this morning, the city of New Haven cracking down on illegal dirt bikes and ATVs.
Your reporter Marcy Jones has more on this major step to make sure the streets are safe.
That's absolutely right. So in just a few hours, community leaders will come together to destroy seized illegal dirt bikes as well as ATVs. And this comes just after a new law was passed earlier this year in efforts to make the community safer as well as hold the operators of these illegal street vehicles accountable. Earlier this year, legislation was signed into law allowing cities and towns to impose stronger penalties and enable them to destroy illegal dirt bikes and ATVs. The new law is in response to the dangers these vehicles pose to pedestrians and other motorists, creating a significant safety threat. A task force, which includes law enforcement agencies from several communities across the state, has already seized 120 illegal vehicles. City leaders say this is only the beginning of their efforts, and hopefully they're sending a clear message to anybody who thinks that they can ride illegally. This event will take place at 9:30 this morning, so in just a little while, here at the New Haven Police Academy. Your reporter in New Haven, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Connecticut joining a number of Northeast states to collaborate on vaccine guidance as state health officials find themselves at odds with what federal officials are recommending. Today, the overhauled CDC panel is holding a vote on COVID-19 vaccine recommendations, and some experts are concerned what will happen at this meeting since Health Secretary RFK Jr. may want to ban COVID shots.
Well, the vaccine panel also recommended changes to the MMR-V vaccine. The combined vaccine is no longer recommended before age 4, but children in that age group can still receive separate doses of the MMR and the chickenpox vaccines. Both the combined and individual shots will still be covered through the Vaccines for Children program, which helps certain groups pay for those shots.
Today in Old Saybrook, new signs promoting mental health resources will go up on the Baldwin Bridge. The project comes almost 2 years after 2 state police sergeants rescued someone from the bridge. The signs will all have a QR code that will take people directly to a site where they can get help. A reminder here, if you or someone you know is in crisis, you can call or text 988 for free and confidential support.
This morning, state regulators have signed off here on a plan that could help you save on your energy bills. The Department of Energy and Environmental Protection has finalized a 3-year conservation and load management plan. It focuses on improving energy efficiency in homes, businesses, and public buildings. Supporters say the upgrades add up to thousands of dollars a year in savings.